Welcome everyone to the Monday afternoon Advocate News Media. I'm editor and publisher Chris Cobbler. With me as always to my right,
Tony Belandrin, city editor.
And managing editor Becky Cooper is off today, but she'll be back tomorrow. And behind the camera,
digital editor Thomas Martinez.
So let us know what you think of the stories we're working on, any suggestions you have for stories we should be working on. That's why we come on every weekday to hear from you, our legions of viewers. We'll let you get warmed up with a trivia question, then we'll talk about the election results. It'll be fun. So trivia question: what famous artist did American painter Georgia O'Keeffe marry? I know Georgia O'Keeffe, but I don't know what famous artist she married. I don't have any idea.
You know, there was a Kansas City museum.
Pablo Picasso.
No, I think he was older.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That would have been a contemporary of hers.
Yeah.
There was a Kansas City, I think the Nelson Art Gallery had
Yeah.
several Georgia O'Keeffes.
Right.
They turned out to be frauds.
Oops. Ocean's 8.
Yeah, that was a
That's
big-
really crazy how they can even determine that stuff now.
Well, I don't know. Someone along the way had kept saying these don't. He was discredited. The guy who was saying these were fakes, and then it turns out that
He was right.
he was right. Man, it was a really hell of a story.
Well, anyway, let's jump into the election results. We haven't had a chance to talk since then. Obviously, it was in our Sunday paper and a follow-up in Monday's paper, but the big surprise was not that Raleigh McCoy won, but that he won without a runoff. In a four-way race, he got 51% of the vote, and Vic Morgan, retired UHV president, got 25%, insurance agent Brent Carter got 17%, and financial advisor Steve Meacham got 6%, I think is right. So congrats to Raleigh. Look forward to working with him. And in the Calhoun Port Authority race, the two incumbents got clobbered by the challengers who promised to come in and clean up the Port Authority based on all the Victoria Advocate reporting. Talked to Louis De La Garza, one of the challengers who won, said he very much appreciated the Victoria Advocate's reporting and helped him get in the position where he was to win. He said he thought about running before, but the port operated in such darkness that it was even a bit difficult for him to figure out when he could actually even file as a candidate. But now it's very open. And now it's, after they hired Blake Farenthold, it became a much more known entity. And their swearing-in ceremony will be Wednesday. Louis De La Garza and Jay Cuellar will be sworn in as the two new board members.
You know what's scary is that had they not even hired Farenthold, had they not even tried to hire a lobbyist,
they would have kept operating like they had in the
it
darkness.
would have been the status quo,
Right.
continuing, and but
The shadow governments that operate outside of newspaper coverage basically is a real concern. That's why you need to support your local paper. So appreciate that. Subscribe today. So keep us doing the coverage that we do, whether it's here or in the Hallettsville School District or the Edna School District or anywhere around Victoria, the Goliad Municipal Development District, whatever you can think of. We're here to report on the good and the bad and the glad and the sad, everything going on in the community.
who said it? The sunshine is the best disinfectant.
Supreme Court Justice,
Oliver Wendell Holmes?
no.
Brandis?
Yeah, Brandis. I think it's Brandis.
I don't
Yeah.
know his first name.
Sunshine is the best disinfectant when it comes to government. People who, as I was talking to Raleigh this morning about his victory and saying looking forward to working with him, and he and I both agreed on what I say every time I meet with any kind of public officials is the way I look at it. Why I start the conversations is that we're all looking at what's best for the community and working for the community, for the public, and so that most of the time there shouldn't be any conflict between public officials and the newspaper. There are times when we have different missions, and then we may run into conflict at those times, but truly if we're all working on behalf of the public, those conflicts can be fairly easily resolved just by communicating about them, talking about them. So I look forward to that kind of relationship with Raleigh for sure. And wish him the best of luck. New city manager I had a phone call with last week, and we're planning to get together after he gets to town. He starts on the job May 20th, I believe it is. So I look forward to a new city manager as well. So lots of stuff happening in elections. Stacy and everybody else joining us. Tell us what do you think? Here, I'll type in your thoughts on elections, so that'll get us going. And your thoughts on our trivia question, too. And breaking news, Tom, tell them about the constables story you just read and posted.
Well, it was a pretty one-sided deal because the former constable didn't show up. So it was a brief trial and about a 5-minute deliberation, and he's officially not the constable now.
Garza?
Garza, yeah.
He didn't show up to his own
No.
trial?
It's odd, isn't it?
Can he, is that allowed? I thought it was a criminal trial, or this is a civil proceeding to remove him?
Yes.
Okay, but he has to show up for the criminal proceeding.
Yeah, that's different. This is
Yeah.
just a civil trial to remove him from his office.
I guess that might hurt him if he tries to seek the office again. I mean, he didn't even try today.
Well, he
to
got elected
defend.
the last time under a cloud of suspicion, so who knows how the elections go.
But he may be having a conviction on the next go around.
Also
Chief-
on constable news, we had a story in today's paper about the other constable who resigned the year before his term's up, and that was, I think commissioners talked about that during their meeting today. So we have the coverage of the county commissioners meeting with our new local government reporter, Morgan Theophil. She's getting trained by Kira McCarthy, who is going to be focused on rural public health issues in the coming year.
So Morgan covered today's meeting?
Yeah, she did, but they're working together on this.
Okay.
What they're. Oh, I thought I heard the scanner,
So
but it
did I.
stopped. There we go.
24 July launch units respond for a priority 4 fall at 531 Chaparral
Friday for
Road.
fall. Okay.
321 Adam 1.
All right. What else? Let's see. Kira has a story about Riverside Park and what the city's been trying to do, Parks Department, to deal with the remaining damage from Harvey. So I'm trying to deal with erosion too. Then Elena's got a story about a feature obituary on Kim Reeves, who's a longtime director of Blue Bonnet Youth Ranch. She recently died, so it's a tribute to her that we have in the works. And let's see, this is down on the budget. I think it's a holdover. I don't think Amber has anything out of the school board, does she, Tony? That you know of.
No.
Because she's off. Our education reporters at a.
No, she didn't get, she was waiting for a call.
Okay.
and then
She's
didn't.
at Education Writers Association National Conference,
In
tweeting.
Baltimore.
If you want to follow Amber, she's tweeting a lot about what she's learning.
Cool. Yeah, she's in Baltimore.
Yeah. And of course, our reader photo contest is going on. So any senior year type photos, you can submit and perhaps win a yummy food basket. Looks really good from days gone by. It's got a photo posted on our website of what that food basket looks like. Amber, let's see, Crime Stoppers, I think it's a cold case murder they're looking at. Oh, this is the one we reported on a while ago, John Lawrence Godfrey. I think it's their Crime Stoppers this week. A young man who went missing in 1976.
So we did a story on it. Now they're going to do Crime Stoppers on
I guess so. Then,
it. Maybe they're hearing some news from our story or whatever.
maybe so. Vine School
Wait a
had a
minute.
Top Chef.
He didn't go. I thought he was just found dead. It was an unsolved murder.
It's unsolved murder.
So they found his body.
Yes.
He didn't
He went missing and then
Oh,
they found the
oh,
body.
okay. Yeah,
That's,
okay.
that's the whole
Sorry.
sequence. Then Vine School at a fundraising event, the Top Chef. That's on our Your Schools page is tomorrow. All our other regular Your Schools features are tomorrow. There's a music fest coming up behind Gonzalez Cafe called the United Hearts Music Festival, Saturday, May 11th. And sports, we got our outdoors package with John Jefferson and Big Crimes and all the other regular outdoors features. And we've got a story by Mike on Cuero team preparing for state. Chamberlain shot some photos.
Speed track.
State track, yeah. Maximum security in the Kentucky Derby. I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
And
I watched
did
it all.
Did the horse interfere?
It looked like the horse. Now it was a muddy track because it had been
Yeah.
raining, but I don't think that's an excuse, huh?
It looked it. I mean, you see that at all horse races.
Well,
Yeah.
you'd have to look at all of the horses and how they performed on that track. But he I don't know if it was intentional or what, and that's a big question mark. But maximum security went out of his lane when the second horse was trying to make a break around it, and the other horse was in his lane. Maximum security moved over and bumped the horse, and the jockey or the second horse had to steady him, and at that point, that's when he fouled. That was a foul, and that's why he was
I
disqualified.
don't know, the interference rule doesn't have to be intentional, does it? If you go out of your lane, you go out of your lane, is that right?
Right, correct. You're
So
not supposed to go out of your lane.
Right, so so you don't have to prove intent.
There's no lanes, man. What are you
Well,
talking about?
It's
Once
horse.
that gate drops, whoever gets to the corner first wins.
Yeah,
Most
but he
of them.
moved. He went. What's the word? Lateral. He went sideways.
Yeah, he didn't.
He moved into the path.
But it's not like an Olympic event where you got to stay in
If
your
you
actual
see-
lane.
No,
If you
yeah,
see
yeah,
what-
yeah,
if
there's
you-
no lane there. So especially on a muddy track. I went to horse races with my parents when I was a kid, and so I've never seen this.
There was a horse that was clearly going to make an attempt to go to surpass maximum security, or he may not have completely, passed him by a nose at the finish line, but who knows? But he never had that chance because maximum security, he did bump him, and he forced the jockey, and I can't think of the name of the horse. It wasn't Country House.
But Tom says it's just good, clean horse racing.
Well,
Tommy says
look,
it's a foul.
I only watch 3 horse races a year, so.
Yeah,
I think it was a foul.
But you see a lot of that kind of bumping around going
Yeah.
on, man.
I think it was a foul, and
Well, the owners are gonna appeal it. So I don't know.
to whom I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
And,
you can sue. I suppose you can sue over everything.
Yeah, but horse racing experts and
That's
horse
a-
racing journalists talk about niche reporting.
Yeah.
I mean, in Kentucky, I'm sure they do have horse racing experts,
Yeah.
journalists. They said that they think
They think it's a foul. So
They think
most
it was a-
experts agree.
yes, and also the owner Maximus pulled him out of the Preakness already, which is the second
Why?
rate. Well, because he's pissed. I
Sour
don't know.
grapes.
Sour
But you
grapes.
can make a lot of money by putting your horse in the Preakness. So
Well, he lost. They were like $6 million.
Yeah, that's a huge.
But think of the people who was
bet
like,
on him.
No, well, yeah, they were pissed.
Yeah, I bet they're
They
pissed.
bet a total of $6 million on that horse, and think of the the guy who was declared a winner, Country House. He was 65 to 1.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are going to the bank now. Can you imagine just putting $100 on all of them and hoping on the long shot? 65 to 1. That's a hell of a payday. I mean, well, how many horses were there? 18. Okay, 1,800. Well, yeah, you get 6,500 back. No, 65 to 1. I can't do the math. Sorry, people.
100 bucks times 65 to 1.
6,500.
6,500.
Yeah.
But you'd have to bet 18.
100. So yeah, but that's if you put a C note on all of them. I think there were 18 horses.
Yeah.
But it's still a good turnaround, a good investment for 2 minutes.
Unless the 2 to 1 horse wins or the one, it doesn't. Then you're
Now
not
there's
so
only the
good.
second time. This is the second time in 1968. I can't think of the horse's name. I heard
That was
it this
disqualified.
morning
Yeah, there was another one.
because he failed a post-race drug test.
Oh, I thought that was when the horse, did this number on and they disqualified him. That was in '68,
On the
wasn't it?
stand. Yes,
And
it
That was
was.
the Olympics.
Yes.
Tommy Smith and who's the other
Yeah.
guy? I forget.
The two, one.
But
or
it was
two.
really shocking to see the horse do that though, in solidarity. Yeah.
CBS did a piece
All right.
on that. Tommy Smith. I think they
Yeah.
they gave him back the medals.
But
didn't they?
68, yeah.
They
68.
gave him back the medals.
Well, they
'cause
sure
tried to
should.
strip
That's
'em.
ridiculous. They took the medals from him.
And
I think
it was
America
very-
taking away Olympic gold from people expressing their free speech rights. That doesn't seem quite right.
Would you put that football player who refuses to stand during the national anthem? What's his name?
Colin Kaepernick.
Would you put him in that category?
Well, Kaepernick. Sorry, he didn't win the gold, but I'm just saying they
Should
won.
he be
They won the
punished,
gold.
though? Should he be punished,
I don't think so. No,
Tom?
It's a free country, man.
free country. Yeah.
That's. I mean, he's he's free to do that because of freedoms that
Right.
we have.
Right, and people are free not to hire him to do endorsements if they want to, although Nike did, and he's made him a very rich man.
I would agree with that,
I don't like it personally, but
Yeah.
I mean that's what.
and I would
that's
agree
what-
with that.
Yeah.
And my other question
like
would
it.
be, what else are you doing to resolve the problem you're
Well,
protesting?
that's a different question. Is that
The
the
man-
best? Is that the best protest?
He also
or
came
not?
out
No.
publicly, he doesn't even vote.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That makes
So,
sense.
I think he has failed logic. But anyway,
But the Olympic athletes, their protest in '68 was pretty brave.
Legitimate, yeah.
Brave and legitimate.
so I think that should be the poll question. Do you agree with the Kentucky Derbies?
No, we have a Riverside Park question.
Oh, okay.
How often do you visit Riverside Park?
I haven't been there in a while. I'll be there tomorrow. Does the pump house count?
It's in the park. Yeah.
But you make a good point. We have to have our sports section doing their own polls like that.
They should do their own poll. They should.
Should have been attached to that story on,
Yeah.
on Saturday,
Could be
Sunday.
attached to this one. They got a follow-up plan tomorrow, so it could be. And we got St. Joe State results, I guess. Oh, we had some in. We didn't get them in today. We got some sent to us. And Rockets and Warriors start at 7:30 tonight. The Rockets are trying to even up the series at home. What do you think will happen? You got a prediction, Tom?
They probably will. They'll go 2-2. And that's what the Nuggets did last night.
Oh, the Nuggets won last night? What time was that? Play? I didn't see it.
It was like 6 o'clock or something like
Oh.
that. So they survived that quadruple overtime game,
They
came
come
back
back
and
and
won
win.
this one. Yeah,
All right. Good.
reclaimed the home court.
Then also in sports, there's some teen football stars fatally shot at an Illinois party. I don't know about that one, but the Braves got on the budget. And baseball poll coming out, softball pairings coming out, our outdoors page inside.
You
Gil
want
just joined us. Yeah.
National headlines?
Go ahead.
Midwest River recedes, or starting to recede. River's starting to recede. This is
Where's that? Which
the
river?
swollen Mississippi River and its tributaries were receding in many flood-ravaged communities on Monday, but concerns remain high because of the threat of heavy rain over the next few days.
Why don't they just say Mississippi River in the headline instead of Midwest River?
Yeah,
I mean, Jesus.
I was thinking it was the Missouri or the Kansas. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Mississippi
it
River.
was raining hard when I was talking to my sister last night. I could hear the rain hitting their window because she went over by the window.
Well, Topeka's nowhere near the Mississippi River. Just so you know.
Correct.
And
But she's near the Kansas River.
yeah, and the Missouri River. But
No,
and it's
my
cloudy.
point is that the rain is headed their way.
Locally, it's cloudy with rain forecast overnight and rain the rest of the week. There's the weather. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, rain's forecast for the rest of the week.
Will it clear up in the
Pretty,
weekend?
pretty cloudy out there.
Pretty cloudy. I don't think so. It's supposed to rain
It was
Saturday
starting to
for
sprinkle.
sure. Friday, Saturday. I don't know about Sunday for sure.
The U.S. measles count is now up to 764, and they're attributing it to the clusters out of New York.
Oh yeah, I saw a story somewhere about climate change. Isn't there a climate change story on the budget?
Yeah.
What's that one?
Hold on. That's
And while you're doing that, Harry and Meghan have a baby boy.
have a baby boy.
They haven't announced the name of this boy yet, but
Healthy.
then UNC Charlotte, they had, I think, the funeral today for the hero student who's our former intern, Matthew, was his friend who died. It's like something else, how a small world it is. Matthew was a very good intern for us, super nice guy, and our heart goes out to him. And it was his sister's boyfriend
Hmm.
who
He's
died.
being held as a hero.
Yeah.
He and another person were both shot. Well, he actually tackled him, didn't he?
Right, and he's credited with slowing this guy down enough to reduce the body count there.
I saw the headline you're talking about. Oh, here it is. UN report.
Report.
Humans accelerating extinction of species. People are putting nature in more trouble now than at any other time in human history, with extinction looming over 1 million species of plants and animals, scientists said Monday.
1 million. Holy cow. Anything else on the national, international scene? Okay, let's not worry about
Michael Cohen
extinct
checks
species.
in.
Let's talk about Harry and Meghan's baby boy more.
Well, Harry says he's absolutely thrilled about the birth of his baby boy.
So thrilled he hasn't even named him yet.
God, you're hung up on that.
Yes,
What are you
I am.
gonna name him? James or
Don't they give you a time limit?
Charles?
Yeah, he gets a blank birth certificate after 24 hours. Let's call him baby boy.
I think they should name him Prince.
Oh God, 7 pounds 3 ounces at birth. He was born at 5:26 a.m. their time.
Think Harry was in? Was he in the living room?
12:26.
Was Harry there?
Yes,
Is he a
Harry.
modern man?
Harry was in the living room and he witnessed the birth of his son.
Yeah, it's quite something to see. I'll tell you that.
He said,
It's a miracle.
I'm just over the moon. It's been the most amazing experience I could ever possibly imagine. How any woman does what they do is beyond comprehension.
It is. After seeing childbirth, you definitely have that feeling. That's for sure.
We're both absolutely thrilled and so grateful for all the love and support from everyone out there. It's been amazing, so just wanted to share this with everybody.
I was stressed out cutting the umbilical cord, though. That was stressful.
When I did that, kid peed all over me. Real calm about it.
They didn't have left-handed scissors for me. I've never been a confident at using scissors because I'm left-handed and I have to do it right-handed because scissors are all right-handed. So when I had to cut the umbilical cord, that was sort of an awesome responsibility for me.
Okay, what number in line is he to the throne? Anybody guess?
The new kid,
27.
I will say 6th.
Close.
7.
7.
7. All right, 7. Wow, Sandy. Somebody's a royal watcher.
He's 7.
I said 27. I just took 20 off of that. It doesn't matter. Let's talk about Game of Thrones more. And I guess.
Oh, I can't believe that kid died again, man.
Somebody said I missed it. There's been social media furor over there's a Starbucks cup in the background somewhere in one of these scenes.
Oh, bad editing.
That was a bad
Really?
Game of Thrones editing faux pas.
Are you
I think
serious?
I have to go back and find the scene.
Have they shown this?
Yeah, it was on air and people were talking
I'm
about
sure
it.
it's all over Twitter, too.
But I had to go look to see what scene it was and how I missed it. I mean, I'm sure it's one of those things that.
I will say this, I haven't heard half the buzz this week as compared to last week's
Well, it's
episode.
what Paul calls a setup show. Last week was the big huge fight with the undead. This week's like taking a breath to set up the next big fight. So it's not one of those shows that gets people all fired up about.
I'm
it.
waiting to sign in for my HBO Now free trial, so I don't have to buy the thing to watch them all. And I'll just binge watch all of them in one weekend and then cancel my free trial.
This show, they were trying to work out the awkwardness of the fact that Jon Snow and the Dragon Queen are in love, but it's been revealed that she's actually his aunt. So that's awkward. That's awkward.
So Jon Snow likes those older ladies. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure they're not the same age, actually. But anyway, it's one of those long.
Do they care about that kind of stuff?
So I
back
assume
then?
the two living dragons, the real living dragons, will probably have to team up to kill the dead dragons that's under the control of the dead king.
That was last episode.
Oh, was it?
Sorry, spoiler alert, but yes, it happened last episode.
Did they? Wow.
Well, actually, they didn't kill him. The two dragons did not kill him. The
Dragon Glass?
Arya Stark was the hero of the battle.
Okay. I don't mind the spoiling, but
This is last episode. If you haven't watched it, this is
No, I've not
this
seen
is a
it.
week ago Sunday.
I've not seen any of these season 8 episodes.
I have not seen one episode ever. Gabe's trying to convince me. He was texting me, you been into Game of Thrones yet?
But here's the
Oh,
thing.
Pat just commented. She said,
Oh.
my first thought is how I liked the photos your reporters took during the inside of Election Day. Yeah, I did. I commented that I really liked the photo that Chamberlain took of Ricky Mumford and Raleigh McCoy at the watch party at Mumford's. And a couple people got on me about that comment. I said I liked the photo. I said I like lots of our work. I'd say that all the time on our site that I like pictures.
Sounds like they're offended by something else.
I don't know. I don't know.
Gee, I wonder what that could be.
I don't know, but I wasn't. All I said, all my comment was that I really liked this picture. I love this picture. Actually, is what I said. And it was.
I like it because of its irony.
Yeah.
I'll just go that far. And if you truly know what I mean, then
Right.
you know what I mean.
Well, Raleigh had his watch party there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's important to to be at those and document those.
Yeah, we're at the watch party for all the candidates, and those photos are there in the photo gallery. So if you want to see all the candidates that night, you can go to our Election Central. Tom did a very nice job of putting the photo gallery up for all the images our photographers took that day. They did a really nice job getting around to a lot of places. That was a busy day. Chamberlain was also at the Warriors weekend event. They had a full page photo spread on that, nice package. And Charlie was at Cinco de Mayo and had pictures from that. And where else were we that day? We're everywhere. Callie was at the Hallettsville School Board meeting. I thought John's story on the
I thought we were Brent
Karen refugee, who's now a police officer, was excellent.
That was
Excellent
a hell of a story.
Really good story. And nice photos by Evan, right? Was Evan's photos?
Yeah, we have to remember these. I gotta keep record of a better running record of which ones we want to nominate at the end of the year.
Yeah, it helps to keep them in mind. But John's story is very good. It was a packed paper. What was our Your Life package? That was nice too.
That was the fire training.
Oh yeah, that was
By
Evan's fire training, and then of course Nicole had the big package with sports staff on the all area. Basketball team looked great. Yeah, very good paper all the way around. Sunday. On the State Digest, we've got a story about Harvey flood lawsuits. The testimony began Monday in federal court over lawsuits filed by individuals whose houses were flooded by 2 reservoirs that filled the capacity during Harvey. The 2-week trial focuses on claims by homeowners who lived upstream of these reservoirs and alleged their houses were flooded because the dams ended up collecting water on their private property. So going after the court for their responsibility in that. And in the legislature, lawmakers considering a bill that would grant Texas homeowners a tax break when their property has been damaged by disasters such as Harvey. And then Texas Tribune has a story on the Department of Education. There's going to be the federal government. Some officials are visiting 6 Texas school districts to monitor special education there.
What's that?
It's under the wire under Texas Tribune. At the top of the digest. And yes, Pat's saying where every candidate was Saturday we were. So if you look at, we want to know where Steve Meacham was, where Brent Carter was, where Riley McCoy was, where Vic Morgan was. They were all there, and so it's all there.
Is the 6 districts? Is that one that includes ours?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we know that, but double check the Texas Tribune story on that. Let's see, any other news to talk about? I think that's it. We'll see if the rains come overnight. And to answer our trivia question is, what famous artist did American painter Georgia O'Keeffe marry? And I said Pablo Picasso. That's all I got.
Maybe Salvador Dali.
Salvador Dali. That's a good guess. You got a guess, Tom? Let's see. Here we go. Alfred Stieglitz, a photographer. They married in 1924. Do you know your Stieglitz? I did not know that one. That was a tough one.
How famous was he?
Let's ask for an easier one here. Let's find an easier one. In Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, what character is named Frankenstein?
What character is named? It's the monster.
Well, the Dr. Frankenstein, wasn't it? The guy who
Yeah, it's a doctor who
Frankenstein's
creates them.
monster.
Yeah.
Victor.
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 I like Young Frankenstein better, the movie with
Baron.
Gene
No,
Wilder.
no.
It's
Wait a
Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
minute. I think it's Baron Victor von Frankenstein.
Nice knockers. Thank you, Doctor. That movie is so funny. Have you seen it?
Then I suppose it's Igor. No, it's Igor. Well, they told me it was Igor. What if they were wrong then? What the
The answer is Victor Frankenstein, the creator of the monster. It's popular misconception that the monster itself was named Frankenstein.
Yeah, Frankenstein monster, yeah.
No, Victor Frankenstein.
Victor.
Frankenstein. That's
Victor von
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, wasn't it? Frankenstein.
All right. And what does an oologist collect and study? OOLOGIST.
Ooze and ahs.
oologist.
Well, I guess it's not an
Oologist.
ornithologist. An ornithologist would be birds.
You're in the ballpark.
Ooh.
Or not look, sorry.
Insects.
Well, you're closer with birds.
Oh, I don't know.
It is bird eggs.
Bird
The study is known as oology.
Hmm.
There you go.
All right. That's
That's what I want to be.
So at least we
I'm
got
gonna go back to
Frank's
school and become an oologist. Ooh. I guess that maybe that's the sound they make when they see all the bird eggs. Ooh.
I had bacon and eggs Sunday morning. All right. A nice breakfast with
So you
Paula.
ate dead cheetahs?
Yeah, did.
Dead chickens?
All right. But if you have, appreciate Pat and everybody else joining in. If we missed any of your comments, I'll look for them after the meeting. But if you want to give Tony a call, he'll be here all night. Let us know anything you want. Give us a call at 574-1222. Peace out. Frog.